constantly. No,
Hi, I'm Dartey. Welcome to the channel. On this channel, we help you solve your mathematics questions. So today, we want to look at some questions from Mensuration 2. Stay tuned. Right, so let's look at some few questions. A cylindrical tin with one end open has diameter 140 millimeters and height 50 millimeters. Cylinder has a diameter of 140 millimeters. We need to divide that by 2 in order to get our radius out of that. So that should give me 70 millimeters. That's cool. Now, after getting the 70 millimeters, we can now go ahead and find the area of the base, because we know the area. So the area of the base, which looks like a circle, so in that case we'll look for the area of a circle. The formula is pi r squared. Our pi is 22/7. Our radius is 70 as we got earlier, so 70 squared. So when you do that and you put everything into your calculator, you should get 15,400 millimeters squared. That's pretty much easy. So the curved surface area, I'm going to write it as CSA, curved surface area. So the curved surface is just like the body of the cylinder. So in looking for that, you take 2 pi r, which is like the circumference of a circle. Then we attach a height to it because a cylinder has a height. In this case, the height is 50 millimeters. So we're going to put the values into our formula. Our radius is 70, our height is 50. So when you do that, your calculator should be able to give you 22,000 millimeters squared. The next one, which is the total surface area. So I'm going to write total surface area. Now the total surface area is the curved part plus the bottom, which is closed, or they say one end is open, which will mean that one end is closed. So the part that is closed, which we have calculated for to be the base, it looks like area. So area, then the body. So we have already calculated for this and we did the same for this. So we could just going to write the values down and add them. So 15,400 plus 22,000. So that should give you on your calculator 37,400 millimeters squared. So that's pretty much it. It's very easy, right? The next one is a cylindrical tin of diameter 9 centimeters and height 224 centimeters is half filled with water. Find the volume of water in the tin. Our pi is still 22/7. Now, this is my cylinder, and this is the level of the water. Of course, they say it is half filled, so that's the level of the water in my cylinder. Now, what we need to do here is first of all find the total volume of the cylinder. We assume there's no water in the cylinder, so we are just finding the volume of the cylinder. After that, we divide what we'll get by 2, because the water is half, exactly half of the cylinder is taken by the water. So we'll divide the answer we get for the total volume of the cylinder by 2. Now let's look at how we can go about it. Here we are again given diameter, so quickly we'll divide the diameter by 2 we'll divide our diameter by 2 to get our radius. So that's 4.5 centimeters. 4.5. So we put in the formula. The volume of cylinder, of course, we know it to be pi r squared h. 22/7. The radius is 4.5 all squared, and then the height is 224. Right. So when you do that, that should give you 14,256. So 14,256 centimeters cube, because it's a volume. So again, here this answer represents the volume of the whole cylinder. So to get the volume of the water, we need to divide that answer by 2. So 14,256 divided by 2, that should give me 7,128 cm cube. Don't forget your unit. Let's look at the next question. The diameter of a cylinder is 4 centimeters and its height is 21 centimeters. Find its volume. Our pi is 22/7. Now, the volume of a cylinder. We take pi r squared and multiply by the height. Pi r squared representing the shape of the base, or the shape of the bottom, which looks like a circle. So we take the area of that circle, multiply by how tall the cylinder is. That will give us the space occupied by that particular cylinder, hence the volume. So that's why we have pi r squared h. So we need the radius, but in the question we are given the diameter. So quickly we go to our formula. So our radius is 4 divided by 2. That should be 2 centimeters. That should be 2 centimeters. So after getting the 2 centimeters, we just insert all the values in. So 2 squared times 21. This goes here 3 times. So I have 22 times 4 times 3, and that should give you 264. So that becomes the volume of that particular cylinder. Very easy. Right, so let's move on to the next one. A closed cylinder has a radius of 3 centimeters and height 7 centimeters. Find its total surface area. And of course, our pi is still 22/7. So a cylinder which is closed, this is the key word in this kind of question. A cylinder which is closed has the top not open and the down 2 not open. Just as you go to the shop to buy a new Milo, which is in a tin, of course, which is cylindrical. the top is closed and the down is also closed. So once the question says closed cylinder, you have to assume that there's no part that is opened. So to find the total surface area, first we need to look at the top. The top looks like a circle, so I'm going to write pi r squared. So that is for the area of the top. So I'm going to put in the values. The radius is 3, so 3 times 3. And if you put all this into your calculator, you should get 28.29. 28.29, of course, in centimeters squared. So that is the top part of the cylinder. Now if you move on to the down of the cylinder, right, it also looks like a circle, so, and they all have the same shape. The top and the down are all the same, so our next focus should be on the curved part of the cylinder. So the curved part of the cylinder, as you already know, the formula is 2 pi rh. So 2 times 22/7, radius is 3, the height is 7. So I'm going to cancel this. So when you do that, you should get 132 centimeters squared. Now in finding the total surface area, because the top and the down are the same, so this is top plus body plus down. So the top is the same as the down. I'm going to write 2 times the value I got for the top, which was 28.29. Then I'm going to add that to the body, the one I got for the body. That was 132. So that should give me 56.58 plus 132. And in all, you should get 188.58. So that becomes the, of course, in centimeters squared. You should always add a unit to your final answer. So that becomes the total surface area of the cylinder. If you're having any challenge calculating, kindly hit me on the comment section. I'll get back to you. Okay, so let's look at the next question. A cylinder is of height 3 centimeters and radius 2 centimeters. Find its curved surface area. So we have to take our pi to be 22/7. Again, here our focus should just be on the curved surface area. So the curved part of the body, of course, is in the form of is moving in a circular form. So that is 2 pi r. But a cylinder has a height, so we attach the height to it. So that is the formula for the curved surface area of a cylinder. So you're going to insert the values in. So 2 times 22/7 times the radius, which is 3, times the height, which is 2. And if we do that, you put all this into your calculator, you should be able to get 37.7 centimeters squared. Very easy, isn't it? Let's look at our last question for the day. I'm going to leave my details in the description box. If you need any more clarifications, kindly just WhatsApp me and I'll get back to you. So the last question is, a rectangular sheet of metal has a breadth of 42 centimeters and a length of 100 centimeters. It is folded to form a cylinder with the breadth becoming the height. Calculate A, the radius of the cylinder formed. B, the volume of the cylinder. Our pi is 22/7. So you have to do a bit of demonstration here. So this is my rectangle with the sides 100 and then 42. Now this was folded to form an object like this. Now if you look at this carefully, this side, which is 42, becomes this side. So the height of this is 42. And then this side has become the circumference of the base. It's very important. So this is the picture from the question. So solving this, we will equate 100 to 2 pi r, because the 100 which is at the top here has become the base, has turned into the circular base of the cylinder. So to find the circumference of that base, we need to write the formula 2 pi r, and that we said equal to 100 because of what is used in forming the cylinder. I hope that is cool. Now going forward to solve this, Going forward to solve this, 100 is 2 pi r. So my r will be equal to 100 over 2 pi. Now inserting the values in, so 2 times 22/7. My radius would therefore be 15.91 centimeters. Very good. Now after getting the radius of the cylinder, the B part is now very easy. So my volume is equal to pi radius squared h. My pi is 22/7. My radius, which I calculated earlier, 15.91 all squared, times the height of the cylinder, that is 42. Okay, so when you put this into your calculator, right, everything into your calculator, this is arithmetic, you should get 33,412.91. Of course, this is in centimeters cube.